Alright. Oh, good morning. Happy Sunday. Gawoon Inik. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. What's up, dude? Doing okay. How about yourself? If I recognize you. Do you have a name change or something? Account name change? Looks like we need more storage, by the way. We're all full. Oh, Grimos. Hey, what's up, dude? Dude, holy crap. Yeah, long time. Long time no talk, dude. How are ya? Good to hear from you, dude. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope things are going well for you, bro. Good to hear from you. Always good to hear from you, man. It's always been Yoon. Yoon Nick. Just a Nick. Oh, gotcha, okay. Ordinary. Just an ordinary Nick. You doing okay? Nice, dude. Good, good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, doing alright. I've been, I don't know, I haven't been feeling super, I haven't been feeling the best the past, like, few days or whatever, but, other than that, yeah, overall, pretty good. Things have been a little slow on the YouTube here, lately because, I don't know, I was doing a lot of Manor Lords, which I still do Manor Lords, but they just kind of, they're like, between, you know, their whole, like, development process is just kind of a mess, so they're just kind of in a limbo period right now. So we were checking out this game, Farthest Frontier, recently. But yeah, really cool because this game used to be a completely limited on like a grid building system like this, and you could only make things, you know, completely rigid grid, whatever. But now they added this new free build mode, which just officially got released, I think, yesterday or the day before or something like that. And yeah, now you can make these cool, you know, towns however you want and stuff. Looks a lot more natural and all that kind of stuff. We've been checking this out, but yeah, I've still been working on my project Havenstead. I was doing some development on it this week. A lot of UI stuff I've been working on this week. For example, like all of my like menus, you know, for like assigning jobs or whatever. For example, then I made so you could drag the you know, you could drag them wherever you want on your screen, and you know, then it would like remember the screen position and you know, just little stuff like that. Fixing out job assignments for, like, say for example, if there's like multiple sawmills and one of them's like full, then they'll try to search for like another one, you know, a second workplace or whatever. Just, you know, all stuff like that. So we're making progress. Still doing, you know, still getting stuff done there on that front as well. Slow and steady. Yeah, no, I just haven't really been streaming development much, to be honest, because I've just been kind of taking it like slow and steady, you know what I mean? I haven't really streamed too much development lately because I don't know. I found that I have been doing better if I just kind of. I do want to get back into streaming some here and there, but I don't know. I feel like I just do better without the pressure of, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I gotta stream development, whatever. But anyways, I do want to stream some more again at some points. But yeah, I've been doing good with just, I feel like it's kind of a nice because I really liked, you know, the game dev for me originally was like kind of like therapeutic, you know what I mean, kind of thing, and like sometimes like streaming it and stuff kind of takes that aspect away, you know. So I found that you know, if I kind of do it on my own time, for my kind of, you know, for myself, I'm getting back to that feeling a little bit more, you know what I mean. So I just want to kind of focus on that or whatever, you know. Yeah, get your coffee, dude. Get your coffee. I got a coffee right here. Gotta have it. Gotta have it, baby. All right. Excuse me. All right. But yeah, dude. Yeah, it's yeah, all good. I've been playing. I've been getting back into WoW again, like on my Twitch. Um, like the classic WoW. You know, I've always been into like classic WoW, but I started playing the retail WoW as well, like the current version of WoW, which I've never played. I've never played any current version of WoW for like over 15 years. So I just kind of got back into WoW, like in general, like classic WoW, and then I just recently, like this last week or so, basically just started checking out retail WoW, which has been really fun too. So I'm checking out some cool stuff, and still working on the development. But yeah, the YouTube, I'm definitely I definitely want the YouTube thing to you know, pick back up again, but you know, I am somewhat kind of waiting for Manor Lords as my main bread and butter here on the channel, and kind of waiting for them to get more stuff coming out. Which yeah, I don't know. That's a whole can of worms, you know. So we'll see. Yeah, still playing Rocket. That's what's up, dude. Heck yeah. Hey, dude, respect though. Rocket. That's a hard game. I know you were really into that, competitive and everything. And Hearthstone. Yeah, I've never played Hearthstone, but I know what it is. Obviously, I know you like the card games too. All the cool characters from WoW and everything's still there. Retail's fun. I'm really enjoying it. I did not expect. I did not anticipate to enjoy retail like at all, to be honest. Or even if like enjoyed it some, like I did not expect to enjoy it to the extent that I have been. So that's been really cool. Let's see. We should be making some good headway here with our town. I feel like we need to expand our farming because we need more food. Farming and livestock, stuff like that. I guess. Let's make like a 10 by 10 over here. Let's go with that. Goats are reproducing. Got 6 now. That's good. Let's see what this new trader has to offer. We need someone to buy up all our pottery, dude. We got a ton of pottery ready to go. Need someone to buy it up. Here comes our army of workers. Mosh! He finally got champion in Rocket League. Top 9% now? Dude. Yo, that's actually hype. I mean, that's crazy. Rocket League is no joke. Like that game is really freaking hard, dude. Extremely competitive. That's what's up, man. Congrats on that. I know you've been grinding on Rocket League for a bit, so that's awesome, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, how far am I at the project? I mean, you know, it's hard to like put a label on it, I guess, you know what I mean, for how far, but solid progress. I mean, yeah, it's hard to know because I've actually been thinking about this quite a bit, and obviously I'm sure you can relate to this, but you know, sometimes it's hard to know, like, I feel like it's hard to really hone in on like what is the final version, you know what I mean? Like at what point am I like, this is a final version, you know what I mean? So like a realistically and all that kind of stuff, you know, because obviously you could just keep going like forever, you know, you could keep going endlessly. So yeah, I've been thinking about that quite a bit, you know. I don't want to, like, I want a realistic goal, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to make, you know, like a super complex advanced thing, you know, like I'm fine if it's pretty simplistic. I just want what's in there to work well, or work properly, at least, whatever, you know what I mean? So I don't want to like make it too extensive or go too crazy or whatever, but you know, I do want it to feel more than just like a demo or a playtest or something, you know. So I'd say there still are some features and stuff that I probably want to add, but on the other side of the coin, I have thought about it a lot, and I was like, you know what? Like, I have a lot of the key things that I need are there. You know what I mean? Like, I have like the construction system, the job assignments, the resource production and spending, and all those like core things are there. And it's just kind of like, you know, to a certain extent, it's almost like, I mean, I could, you know, really could add a couple other, you know, features or whatever, just kind of refine things and add, you know, a couple of variations of maps or whatever kind of stuff like that. And like, to be fair, like that would be a full game. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely doing a lot of like thinking and planning about like, you know, what stage is final, and I feel like that's realistically not too far off. You know what I mean? Because I don't want it to go forever. And that was never my goal. So like, yeah, I know that's kind of like not really an answer, but I think you know what I mean. You can relate. You know. Let's see. Let's get some. What I want to do is, since we have this other story art over here, closer to our potter building and stuff, I want to make sure, and these other ones are full, I want to make sure we move the clay. We don't want clay here, we want clay at the other one. Okay. Nice. We're going to expand more farmland. Goats are reproducing. We did also build an armorer. Yeah, so we should start producing some armor as well. So we're producing weapons and armor now. And we got our barracks constructed, so we'll start recruiting some troops. Yeah, it's hard to say. Finish probably when you're fit. Right. Yeah. No, yeah. But you know what I mean. Yeah, you'll have it done soon, dude. See, same for you. I feel like you know what I mean? You could probably realistically, in the near future, be like, okay, my game's complete, you know? And that would be like, totally fair, you know. But it's just kind of where do you want to draw the line or whatever, right? So. Game loop works, yeah. Main lobby, back to lobby. Comic book is now locally controlled. Nice. Yeah, see, exactly, dude. See, yeah. I know those are a lot of core features that you were working on for like a while, right? So that's like, you know, that's also another thing where I feel like, you know, you don't want to let that kind of go to waste. Not that it's a waste either, even if you don't release it, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, those features alone are already good. You know, it's easy to overthink, feeling like, oh, I gotta do more and more and more. But, you know, I think if we take a step back, we can be like, whoa, this is actually already like really good. You know what I mean? Like I kind of felt that when I took a step back for a little bit there, and then came back to the project and started working on it, and you know, like off stream more and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, I was actually like, you know, my first impression was kind of like, whoa, like I've done a lot already. Like this is crazy. Like there's a lot of stuff like correct in here already. That's actually you know, almost like a pleasant surprise. It was like, whoa, that's cool. You know. When you kind of get that perspective refreshed, you know. Hey, Ned. Morning, Ned. Happy Sunday. How we doing? How we doing? Hey, I saw your comment, Ned, on the video. Thank you, by the way. But yeah, I just wanted to mention. I don't know. I'm sure you probably saw, but this update is now officially released, so it's not a playtest or whatever anymore. So yeah, it sounds like you got Farthest Frontier fired up again. So I assume you are on the 1.1 now, right? So you should have the regular main version of the free build node now, or for anyone. But yeah, when you show people videos, they don't see that stuff. Exactly, exactly, Grimos. That's the thing. See, so like. But we need to train our eye to be more like the naive eye. You know what I mean? That's why you installed the game again. Okay, perfect. Heck yeah, Ned. Awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. Exciting stuff. So anyways, I I progressed the town a bit more, but yeah, I will say the population, like we were mentioning last time, the population growth is like really slow. So we're in year 16 now. Yeah, just playing again on peaceful to get the mechanics. Yeah, that's always a good idea. That's always a good idea. And I feel like too, regardless, even like regardless of like getting used to the like mechanics again or whatever, I feel like it's just a good idea too with like to really focus more on like the free building aspect, right? Because sometimes if you got the raiders turned up and all the combat and stuff, might get a little too like sidetracked with that, or like too concerned with like your city layout as far as defenses or whatever, and that could like, you know, detract from the construction free building experience or whatever. So I don't know, it's kind of similar to Manor Lords like we talked about. And you know, as you know, partially because the combat in that one just kind of sucks, but yeah, I do like doing the peaceful in general, so you can kind of focus more on, you know, the town and stuff, which is cool. But anyways, yeah, see, we expanded. We're nearly at 200 pop is what we need for the town upgrade. So we nearly got there. We got enough living space. We do need to ramp up food production, though. As we can see, our food production, or our population growth is kind of starting to outgrow our food production. So we're adding more farm area. We got the goats, remember? Goats are starting to reproduce, so we're up to 6 now. So soon we'll have a full goat barn. And we'll be getting more milk and stuff like that. And then, yeah, we're starting to produce weapons and armor. We got our barracks ready. So anyways, we're making a bunch of good advancements here. Yeah, Gramos, we finally have some progress again. For a second, how you wanted to handle your... Now they're actual actors. Dude, that's probably so much easier to work with. Widgets are the worst, right? So that's probably so much easier to work with. Took you 4 versions to build. That's what's up, though, dude. Heck yeah. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Hey, congrats on all that, Gremos, man. Rocket League, Unreal Engine, all really good things, man. It's great to hear. What we said last stream already, I really like the look of the game, quite cozy. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah. This is one, like, to be honest, I think I was, like, really into... Well, Farthest Frontier was, like, out before Manor Lords was out, so I was playing Farthest Frontier before Manor Lords for a while. And this is the type of game that, like, you know, like, on a rainy day or something, I had Farthest Frontier on, you know, like, on a town on, like, 1x speed or something, like, all day. You know, like 12 hours or whatever. And even, you know, while I'm, maybe it was like in the background at some points while I'm eating lunch or, I don't know, and checking emails or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's just that type of game. And you just, you know, and you just kind of tune in when you want. And I don't know. It's definitely, it's a very relaxing, peaceful kind of vibe. And like you said, cozy, definitely cozy. Of course, you can make it less cozy if you know, like we said, if you turn up the military aspect or whatever, but yeah. Still uses widgets, yeah. Dude, actors are just so much easier to work with though, right? Yeah, agreed, Ned. Agreed. Yeah. It's a different type of aesthetic, you know, like I think I said before, like this one, I feel like the aesthetic of this game is leaning more towards like your traditional top down, you know, like Age of Empires sort of like perspective on the game and everything, you know, like the smaller buildings and, you know, the camera's a little more locked to the kind of top down style and all that kind of stuff. And the I don't know, the models and all that kind of stuff remind me a bit more of like your somewhat classic top down game. But you know, a little more natural and lively, of course, than old style, but it has that sort of charm is what I'm getting at least in my opinion, you know, it has that kind of like old school charm, classic charm, you know what I mean? Which is a bit unique to Manor Lords in my opinion. Yeah, just don't do no multi. Yeah, I don't think I will, unless I somehow progress to, you know, being a professional dev, you know, to at a pretty high capacity or something. I don't think I will ever be interested in developing a multiplayer game. At least not in Unreal Engine. I don't know, or maybe there will be a time where, you know, I don't know, Unreal Engine 7 or 8 comes out or something like that, and they completely revamp, like, you know, all the multiplayer systems. But yeah, until that point, I don't know. Wait, what's going on here? Are these deer? How are deer getting in here? How are the deer getting into our fenced off goat barn area? We gotta cull the deer, dude. Where's our hunter at?
As you wish.
Get over here. We gotta Deer's impeding on our lands. Cull the deer. You only found one camera mod on the Nexus. Not sure if that's a good one. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, see, so the thing is that I'm not sure. Maybe since there was just this update or whatever too, I'm not sure if that affects mods either. But maybe it'll since this new update just came out, maybe it'll take mods like you know, over the next week or so. Maybe some of those mods will have to like catch up with their update or something like that. Yeah, because I would like a camera mod as well. Good shout, by the way. Let me know if you figure that out. I forgot to look into that too. It's not that bad. It's just an extra layer. No, dude, it is that bad. At least, I don't know. At least for me. Had to hide the card data. Yeah. I think you have a little more experience in that too than me. I don't know. I just don't really know much about that. Yeah, especially for that's what I really want to do, Ned. Exactly. I want to be able to have that, like, you know, where you can like drag it up and then, you know, see more like different angle. So I can be like, yeah, like I want to see like more of. Yeah, I hate how it's still like angled quite a bit down. But yeah, other than that. This area is looking really nice with all the... Ooh, I like this little market center area. Look at that. It looks really nice. Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, this central market area looks awesome. Dude, the wildflowers were such a nice touch. Little, simple little thing like that, you know, can make such a big difference, dude. Matter of fact, looks like we need to look a little more flowers right here. I think we gotta up our iron ore production. And let's see, we should have, so we're starting to get chainmail and shields, and we're producing weapons. We're coming along here. We're rocking and rolling. We just need our population to increase, but yeah, we definitely need more food, so. Yeah, I'll be back later, Gramos. No worries, dude. And relax a bit, do some game dev. Yeah, enjoy. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll probably be on Twitch later. But yeah, bro, great to hear from you, Gremos. Glad to hear you're doing well, and great to hear, you know, about your project. Congrats on the Rocket League. Congrats on the progress on the game dev and everything, dude. It's really, always really great to hear. We'll talk soon, dude. Just started, Ned. Put in 3 hours yesterday. Yeah, not as resource hungry as you remember. Yeah, I feel like the early stages are quite easy, but I do notice, and I'm not sure if this also is maybe a side effect of like, so at this point, we've got houses on the outskirts of the town that aren't within the radius of the market. And I'm not sure if maybe their, like, food consumption, you know, is affected by that. I'm not sure if they're, like, like extra food consumption, for example, because they're not within the radius of the market. And they have to, like, go get it manually or something like that. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, I definitely have, obviously... As we can see, our food stores are going down, or going low. as we're expanding the population. So we definitely need to ramp that up. But luckily we have another crop field, pretty large one coming in here, and we're ramping up our goats and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. Oh, sorry, you mean related to computer hardware? I gotcha. Yeah, no, they that one actually, yeah, that one was I can't remember when that was. A few months back, yeah, they had done a big I don't know, somewhere in the last year in 2025 or whatever. They did a an update that was like specifically about. I remember I did make a video about that one, a little video here in my channel. Actually, it must have been like a little while ago, yeah. But anyways, yeah, they did like a big optimization update, and it was legit. You know what I mean? Because I remember like when I played this game, like, you know, I don't know, 2-3 years ago type thing plus. Um, it was rough, even on my computer. And you know, I have a pretty nice computer, I have a pretty nice PC, and yeah, it was pretty rough. Obviously, particularly as you expand your town, of course. But even with like a moderately, like even with a town like this size, which is pretty moderate, I would say, we don't even have enough, you know, we're not even at the 200 pop mark to upgrade the town, for example. I feel like even now it would be struggling a bit at certain points. So they definitely optimized massively. Which is obviously always a very welcome change. I don't understand how there's all these deer in this fenced off area. I don't get it. Like we need even more food. Some chicken coops. Bear. Oh.
It will be done.
Guards, help! No! Playing with settings the game gave by default. Even with all the complexity of the game does a lot for you automatically. Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. Turn off is the auto upgrading. Automatic building upgrades available. Or enabled. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wait, so what automatically upgrades? Or we had our guards come
At the
and
ready.
take out the bear. I mean, you still have to, like, click a building to upgrade it, though. Right? Hey, what's up, F? How we doing, dude? Happy Sunday. The policy to save some food. Policy. This one? Villagers consume 50% less food. But then you have less happiness, right? Well, I mean, if we need food, we can enable that. I mean, we are ramping up our food production. But we need happiness still for people to want to move in, right? Houses auto upgrade. Oh, the housing. It's just housing that... Okay, I see. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with houses automatically upgrading. Yeah, let them start. Exactly. You know how I roll. You know how I roll. This person doesn't have anything we want. Dude, I need someone to buy pottery. I have a ton of pottery ready to go. Shoes wouldn't be bad to sell some either, but they're not buying it for a good price, so. Nah. Nope. Yeah, we want to buy some chickens now, too, I guess. We got our chicken coops. Alright, we got our new crop field ready to go here. Let's get the land worked out. Fence this off. Okay. There we go. 2 livestock animals born. There we go. We're up to 8 goats. Yeah, the work camps will replant trees, but we have to upgrade the work camp. But we still don't have, bricks, because we still need more pop to be able to upgrade our town, to be able to produce bricks. Yep, time for some food. It's time for some bangers and mash, some fish and chips. Some fish and chips and mashed peas. Yes, work longer for less food, like a true lord. You already know. That's how we do it out here. Okay. Okay, we can also start, let's see. Wait, how much money do we have? We don't have a crazy amount of money, but we'll start getting some military ready, because look, we have armor and weapons and stuff, so. But our revenue is not very good. So yeah, we definitely need to be bringing in more revenue. It's a bummer that these traders aren't really buying stuff that we want to sell. The last few that have come through. Bakery cranking out bread. That's always good. New field's getting ready. Dude, I am so confused. How is there constantly deer in here? I feel like there's just like a couple deer that are in the fence and we don't clear them out and they just keep repopulating. Let's get a second wagon person. Now we got more stuff to transport around the town. We need another trade. We need some traders to come to buy stuff that we want to sell at a good price. Come on. Come on. Let's be better over there. Alright. I mean, I do really like this trade system, but this is sometimes the downside where you're just kind of waiting for traders to show up. Go work that field. Get rid of all those weeds. There we go. 11 people arrived at the village. Good. We're up to 191. We're nearly there. 9 more people. See, the trade system as a plus, really. Yeah, no, I agree, Bath. Absolutely. No, I really like the trade system. It's just sometimes you're just kind of chilling and waiting, but I don't mind that. I'm not saying that's like a bad thing. I really don't mind that. It's just a factor, you know. And it also it also kind of reinforces, like, you know, when you do have a good trade opportunity, you got to take the most of it, you know, make the most of it, which is cool too. Ever asked them to bring stuff? Yeah. Uh, well, I don't know. Can you wait? Can you request for them to like purchase stuff that you want to sell? I thought you could only request to for them to bring stuff that you want to buy, not the other way around. Request this item to be bought, to be brought. Yeah, right. You can only request them to bring an item that you can buy at a higher price, right? Can you ask them the other way around? Can you ask them to like buy stuff that you want to sell? If so, I don't know how to do that. Oh, gotcha. You're asking. I see. Yeah, I don't think there's a way. If there is, I don't know how. But yeah, I don't think that there is. Let him harvest this stuff, and then we'll do another round of field work over here. See, but like this year, for example, we only had one trader visit us for the whole year. That kind of feels bad, you know? Harvest that wheat. They're swinging their scythes. You know, another thing that we have a lot of that we could sell is honey. Be nice if someone come buy a bunch of honey. Yeah, RNG seems to play a part. You know what? We could request chickens, actually, because we do want to buy chickens. We could maybe request... yeah, let's request... There we go. We'll request to... we'll pay extra, but we want to make sure we get some chickens going for the town. Yeah, we could sell planks. We have a bunch of planks. I feel like you always end up using so many planks though, because we're gonna like as soon as we upgrade the town level, we're gonna have a bunch of like buildings and stuff to upgrade, which I think is gonna take a lot of planks. Every time I sell a bunch of planks, I always end up regretting it, I swear. So I feel like I've now like taught myself to like don't sell the planks, or don't sell like too many of them at least. We do have a ton. We probably could sell some, you know, obviously, but I've learned it's good to keep like a large amount of planks around in general, especially when you're like getting near a like a town upgrade. But anyways, we'll get some stuff stocked up here at the trading post. We got a bunch of pottery, honey, planks. Just getting some good stuff ready that we can sell. That'll be good. Oh, why did I put the gate too far in? There we go. Bakery will carry us through the winter. Make lots of bread. We also need a ton of stone. Oh, there's a huge stone deposit over here. Nice. Yeah, we should just be having them gather all this. We just need a ton of stone coming up. Deploy the worker army. Here they go. We're off to mine some stone. Had to get some food as well. Traditional police coffee and a jelly donut. No, man. You're living into the stereotype. That's funny. Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a jelly donut, but just like baked goods in general. Dude, I'm a sucker for baked goods, dude. Oh my gosh. Like, I could eat like a scone, a muffin, a donut, whatever. Any kind of baked good, like literally anytime. Always good for it, you know? Steak pie, that sounds really good. English meat pie. Mmm. Do you keep your town from adding more people and you have enough food production, or you just keep them coming in? Yeah, I always I just keep accepting them. Yeah, I mean at a certain point, for now, I definitely just keep accepting them because we need to get over 200 people, and you know, I'm confident that our food situation will bounce back quickly here. But yeah, at some point I'll stop accepting them, like, you know, when the town gets, like, absurdly large. And you just don't need more pop or whatever. Yeah, I'll deny people moving in at some point, but... Yeah, you gotta have plenty of wildflowers. As long as you have a lot of wildflowers, you'll be good. That's the key. Right, here comes a trader. Is he gonna sell us the chickens? Is he gonna buy pottery? Come on, man. Alright, yeah, he sells us the chickens at an extremo price, but that's okay. He buys planks at a regular price. We'll see if anyone else shows up. Right, let's buy... Whoops. Oof. Oof. We'll buy them though so we get started on our... chickens. Starving peasants will eat the chickens? No, that's not allowed. Restricted. Ooh, Berliners? Yeah, see, like a German jelly donut is probably way better than like an American jelly donut. Or at least your typical American. So, there are really good, like, there are some, you know, like artisan donut shops or whatever that they're like super good, you know. 5 livestock animals born. Now we're cooking. Oh, nice. We got 2. Oh, 2 chickens got born already. And a couple goats. Nice. Let's go. Looking good. This building's on fire. It's right next to a water well, though. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh yeah, you got Dunkin' Donuts is the king. Yeah, in Massachusetts. All right, looks like we've got raiders approaching. Yo, let's hire up. We gotta get a little military here. So how many we have? Oh, we have like 7 sets of we have plenty of weapons, and 7 sets of armor. So let's do like. Let's hire up like 5 infantry. Let's get them recruited up, equipped up. Set a limit for the herd size. Yeah, so I think the maximum is 10, right? Yeah, we have it at the maximum. So right there we had 3 goats got butchering meat. Yeah, see, 3 goats got we had 8 goats and 3 got born or whatever. So one of them just got butchered right there. See, we just butchered a goat, and we just got meat and hides and tallow or whatever. So now that we're at the max, now the ones that start getting birthed from here or whatever will just get slaughtered. So we'll be getting milk, and now we'll start also getting meat and pelts and stuff, since that now they've reproduced enough where the place is full or whatever, and then they'll start getting butchered. Yeah. They have those artisan donut shops that have... Yeah, for sure. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I love me a good, like... You know... Not a chain... like donut or whatever. So good. All right, here comes. This looks like a pretty decent sized raid. 32 raiders. Okay, so our guys are getting equipped here. Get them in the into the barracks here. Here, let's rally up our town center, fortify our town center. All right, we got a few of our guys ready, equipped, and garrisoning already. A couple of them are still grabbing weaponry. This guy's grabbing his weaponry right here. Nice. Perfect. This guy's grabbing his weaponry too. There we go. We're ready. Pretty much any equivalent food in Europe is better than its U.S. counterpart. Dude, honestly, most Americans, we know that. We know that. There's just nothing we can do about it. All right, here we go.
Your command, right away.
We got our troops from our new melee troops heading in. And we got a good fortification. We got our guard tower right here. And our reinforced town center ready to go. And now we got our troops running into battle. Let's go. Fend them off, lads. We can also use our hunters. Let's get our hunters over here now that they're already engaged. Our hunters can actually come do some good damage from just shooting. Dude, our town center's taking heavy damage though. Holy moly. Dude, holy crap. Holy shit. They destroyed our town center. What? I don't know if I've ever had that happen. Here's our archers, or our hunters. Nice. I mean, they destroyed our town center, but we're definitely gonna fend them off. That was wild, though. Good job, lads. Well, not a super job, but, you know. We'll rebuild the town center. Jeez. See, I think we gotta, so something we could do over here, for example, like, we could terraform out this mountain and, like, make it so there's, like, a cliff right here up to the water, so they shouldn't, so that they won't be able to traverse through here. And then that would force them to have to, like, go around the lake, and then they'd have to come around this way or whatever, which would force them, like, closer to our defensive area, you know what I mean? So that's something that we could consider doing. Use the land to create, like, a natural wall over here, basically. Peak Keg's breath. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You can find better food. Absolutely. You just have to look for it. And it is obviously typically more expensive, but yeah. Yeah, maybe they have a little more, like, thorough vetting process for food or whatever. Alright, our new field is just about ready for action here. It's good. Children growing up, they're ready to join the workforce. Get to work. Now we definitely need more gold, though. This guy buys honey, but at a low price. Hate that. Now we gotta pay our soldiers, so... I mean, we could... we could, I don't know, I guess you can't fire them? Alright, this field is ready for action here. Let's get something going for the end of the year. I guess we'll sell honey at the reduced price because we need some gold. Looking like a nice sprawling town, though. I like how we have all the movement, you know, and the kind of natural flow and everything. It just makes such a huge difference, dude, with the aesthetic. It's so cool. Okay, plant some carrots over here. Hopefully we'll get a good haul. Cool. Our food situation should be looking a lot better now. Got another chunk of farmland ready to go. We got maxed out on goats, and we're starting to get chickens now, too. All good things. Luckily, we do have this relic where we have a reduced upkeep cost for our soldiers. So that's definitely nice. It's helping us out. And we're still struggling for those last 9 people, though. Move into our town. I swear it's a nice place to live. We surely have enough food for you. Don't worry, we got a bunch of carrots. Look at all our carrots here in the field. Oh yeah, look at all those carrots. Yummy carrots. Coming in. Got a big harvest of... wheat, lettuce, and carrots coming in here. Should be looking good. There's more stuff stocked up, ready to sell, hopefully. Dude. See, I feel like we only had 2 traders the last year come too. We need more traders. See, we need to upgrade our trading post too, but you need the next tier of town center to be able to produce bricks. Oh yeah, look at all those carrots. Let's get them. Yeah, for bricks I think you just need clay, but you can't make the brick building. You can't make the brick building until tier 3. So you have to upgrade the town. So yeah, that's what we're stuck at right now, basically, you know. And that holds you back from a lot of stuff. You need bricks for a lot of stuff, and so you need that tier 3 upgrade pretty quick. So we're definitely still awaiting our last 9 population here. Hopefully we just look. We just harvested 660 carrots though, so that's good. And 700 lettuce. Dude, no way we already burned through all those carrots and lettuce and everything, right? Allow everything in your root stores or you divide up food stores. Yeah. Is there a reason to divide up the food stores and not accept everything at each root cellar? Well, I mean, I guess if you have like a production area where you need, I don't know, like berries for like making preserves or something, but for just like stocking the trading post, right? You just store it wherever, right? Nearby. I don't know if there's, honestly, I don't know. Smoked goods in the storehouse. Oh, because they already have a longer shelf life, you mean? Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. I mean, as long as you have root cellar space available, though, right? Then just keep putting it there, I imagine, right? But that does make sense, yeah. I mean, if you, yeah, the smoke, I guess I didn't think about that. Smoke goods already have a longer shelf life or whatever. You could put those in like a storehouse instead. You don't need to put them in a root cellar. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I hadn't really considered that, yeah. But I guess I imagine, though, as long as you have root cellar space, you just use that, right? To save space, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, no, that's a good thought, though. I hadn't really considered that. Oh, boy. Well, boys, I think we're probably going to wrap it up pretty soon here, to be honest. Wasn't planning on doing a super long stream today. Haven't been feeling the best all week, but also pretty slow going today, so probably wrap it up pretty soon. Keep the VOD closer to like hour and a half length or something like that. Man, I'm actually really bummed. I mean, I mean, it's obviously, I think at this point it's just due to the fact that we don't have enough food production, but really need to get. I mean, it's crazy how long it's taken us to get to 200 pop here for the town upgrade. I think that they should reduce this to be like 150 or something like that. It should be a little easier to get to the next tier, because it, like, so much stuff is like the brickyard and stuff that you really need. They're just waiting ages for, otherwise. Oh my gosh, she buys pottery at a good price. Holy moly. She only has enough gold to buy this much. We will sell everything we can to her. There we go. Massive. Anything we can buy. Soldiers do 15% more damage. Maybe we could sell her more pottery and buy that, I guess. I know it's pretty expensive, though. That was a good sale already, though. I like that. Huge. Livestock's multiplying. Very good. Click on the barracks. Small X. Dismiss that soldier. Right, you have to repay the hiring fee. Okay. Well, not salvage that one, right? Is it this one? Disband company, I see. There we go. I see. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind having to pay the hiring fee again. It's just the monthly fees add up, you know. This guy buys planks at a good price. Huge. Nice. Good traders rolling through here now this time. Massive. There we go. Another big sale right there. Love that. Awesome. A couple really good sales right there. That's big. Yeah, Farthest Frontier is a little slow going for sure. Manor Lords attracts more people. I know, exactly, Ned. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, dude, like, I don't understand what. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, there's really nothing to do in Manor Lords. Like, they are like. They're still, like, literally, we're still in the same state. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, there's still only one development point. Like, that is absolutely absurd. There's still only one development point. Like, there's literally nothing to do. It's crazy. The AI doesn't work. Like, there's only one development point. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it literally feels like the game is, like, there's nothing to do. It's so annoying and so disappointing. But yeah, from like a video perspective, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't really know what to. Like, if we were to do Manor Lords, I don't really know what. I don't even know what we would do. So it's a little unfortunate. Oh, I see. You can dismiss them one at a time or all at once. Okay, gotcha. I wanted to disband the whole company anyways, so that worked well. This animal has gone rogue and is wandering off. There's no way. You're fenced in! Alright, well, we're butchering some more of our goats. We're trying to get some more chickens reproducing. We got our extra farmland rocking now. Food situation is starting to bounce back a little bit. That's good. Very cool. Alright. Well, I think this is where we call it here for today, guys. Baff and Ned, my loyal compatriots, appreciate you guys being here. Like, people think Farthest Frontier is not that attractive, but it is. I know, honestly, dude. Yeah, it's like, it's actually really unfortunate how underrated this game is. Like, it's crazy to me that, like. And I don't even mean this from like an opinionated standpoint. I just mean from like a numbers standpoint. Like, if you look up like on game stats or whatever, like Manor Lords has made like $70 million in sales. And at this point now, in that it's April, it's officially been out for 2 years in early access. It's still, as we all know, extremely early access, tons of problems, all that kind of crap, and they've already made over 70 million. Probably more than that, but that's what, you know, we can see. And Farthest Frontier is like, it's like 20 million. You know what I mean? It's like a third, like 20, 25 million. It's like, it's literally like a third in comparison. And Farthest Frontier at this point is it's been out longer than Manor Lords. And at this point, it's actually fully released and everything. And now they have this free build mode and everything. It's just like, to me, it's just like mind blowing, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's like the effect of like marketing, or it really is just the visual appeal. I'm not sure, but I really don't see how, from an objective standpoint, how you could say that Manor Lords is a better game than this, like, other than the visual appeal. Like, this game is just objectively better. Like, it's a fully released game. You know what I mean? And it has all the systems properly functional and everything. So, and yeah, and I agree with you, Ned. I think it visually looks great too. I enjoy the aesthetic of Farthest Frontier a lot. Yeah, I think there is a lot of hype, and honestly, I do think too, like, you know, that saying of like, and I can confirm, you know, from like a creator standpoint, you know, and I've taken classes, I've taken collegiate courses for like marketing, especially like social media marketing and stuff like that, and you know, it is true where like even like the fact that Manor Lords is controversial increases its popularity, which is stupid, you know what I mean? But like that's how social media works, you know what I mean, and algorithms. And by social media, I also mean, like, for example, the Steam algorithm of, like, how they show, you know, push games onto people's, like, homepages or whatever. Something like Manor Lords is, like, pushed very highly, for example, right? Because, like, that, the controversy also fuels its engagement, you know what I mean, which pushes it to more people or whatever, you know what I mean? Just like in the real world where, you know, like, people on social media, you know, whatever, Desperate Housewives, whatever bullshit like that, where it's like, you know, they have constant like controversy and stuff that like pushes the engagement, you know what I mean, pushes the traffic. Like that actually helps Manor Lords, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know if that's like part of their strategy or not. Maybe it's not, or maybe it actually is, who knows, but like that is definitely a factor as well, you know, like that's just how like social media algorithms work and stuff. So it's unfortunate, but that's just reality. But anyways. Attention, that's right, Ned. All press is good press, basically, right? That's the saying, so. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your Sunday here. And, yeah, we'll, you know, I do want to, I want to get the channel, you know, going again, like, with a bunch, you know, regular content and stuff like that, but we'll see, you know. I don't want to rush things or whatever, so. But you guys are awesome, really appreciate it. I only watch Jerry Springer for the fights, that's right. Jerry! That's classic, man. Oh boy. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to be signing off here. And thank you so much, Ned. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. And yeah, hope to catch up with you guys soon. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, Ned. Thanks, dude. Yeah, starting to feel better. It was just like the last few days was kind of meh. But yeah, it's feeling better already, so appreciate it. Alright, guys. Signing off. Thank you very much. Ciao for now. That's right. Alright, take it easy, guys.